What was Pogba great in?
Well, he had a good vision. He made those passes.
But Pogba is, you cannot say Pogba is, if Pogba is creative, so what is Messi, what is KDB, but you guys, what is Odegaard? Guys, yeah, levels to this thing. Anyone can be creative. Like I said, what was he great at? Was he an 8 out of 10 in passing? I don't think so. Was he an 8 out of 10 in creativity? I don't think so. So what was he great at? He was good in a lot of things. I think he's one of those players who versatility killed him. He was so good in a lot of things. I don't think Pogba was ever great in one thing. What was he great at? Couldn't play it as a DM, wasn't disciplined enough. Yeah. Couldn't play as a 10, wasn't creative enough. So what was he? A box to box?
I thought that was he? Sort of,
He didn't score enough goals.
To make him
but the ball on his feet, he was great. He could do the ball. But what exactly was he? I think the only thing he was a 10 out of 10 was his physique. I think his physique is a 10 out of 10. He is how you want your midfielder to look like. Tall, powerful, strong, muscular. But away from that, I don't see it.
I think you're being a little bit harsh on Pogba. I think his passing was 8 out of 10.
I don't think
he
so.
He never gave missed passes.
Yes.
And let's for
I
example,
actually don't even think even as leadership he wasn't. Leadership he wasn't.
Yeah, leadership for sure he wasn't. But the thing is, when he played for France, you could actually see what Pogba was. He was a box to box
because of the quality around him. There's two things. There's what you do when you're carrying the team, and then there's what you do when you've got pieces, nice augmenting pieces. So what was his midfield in 2018 World Cup when they won? Who are the midfielders?
Yeah, we had Matuidi there.
Blaise Matuidi, workhorse like crazy. N'Golo Kante, workhorse like crazy. So he could afford to float around. Then we went to the Euro without both of them.
Wow. That's a story for another day. But what we were just trying to say.
At Juve, he was really good. First Juve, he was excellent.
I thought so.
However, who was next to him?
He was playing with Andre Pirlo and he was playing with
Arturo Vidal.
Yeah.
I could look great next to Arturo Vidal, man. I could do a few good things next to Arturo Vidal.
You see, that's the thing.
When he was now supposed to step up, like you said, when Mourinho signed him.
Who was playing next to him?
Leadership, exactly. Now you are the man.
And
this I'm saying as a guy who's watched a few old proper midfielders. Roy Keane.
Yeah,
let's do this thing. You know Papa Vieira? Mm-hmm. Here. I'm the one. Everyone is referring to me. So whenever Pogba was that's what I'm saying. I don't think he underachieved. I think he got about right. And also, like I said, his off-field, I think, affected a lot of his on-field. His Raiola wasn't great because, Raiola is, the first time he left United for a free, that was by first Alan Bell. Why did Ferguson let him go?
He wanted to play.
No. If you think, if you see this player is good enough, you think there's any manager who's going to say no? If you think this guy can make a huge change? Or do you look at what does he bring? What's the baggage on the side? Let me choose one.
I think it's a balance.
And I think that was my first sign. Like, why did he just let him go? Like, he brought Scholes from retirement and let this kid who had joined them from Harvard 16 and who they went all the way to FIFA for to confirm they've signed him. They let him go. I thought, that's odd. That's not like Ferguson. Ferguson dealt with the difficult characters all his career. What's going on there? So that was my first sign. Then he comes back after Mourinho. He's supposed to be the main man. And I watch a whole season and I'm waiting to see. And 6 years pass by and we are waiting for someone to unlock him. This is a joke. Joke has gone on, yes. Someone to unlock him. So he left. Then he went to Juve. And then at Juve, it's been a season and a half. And testosterone is the highlight.
So you think it's over for him? Or?
No. He'll get a year. He'll get a year. Maybe like Sammy says, he'll maybe get a year. Mm-hmm. He'll finish. He'll come back. He might go to the Saudi and play. I actually think he'll enjoy his last few years because there'll be no pressure of being Pogba and the spotlight. Yes, I think he will enjoy them. But I feel like there was so much pressure also on him to deliver. Like,
yes.
it's got to be Pogba, it's got to be Pogba, it's got to be Pogba. And I don't think it ever quite worked.
Yeah.
But
maybe you just couldn't handle it.
I have never, and anyone who listened to me knows, I have never ever been world record. I was asked, what is his best position? What does he do best? What is that position he would get into any team for? And I could never find it. Or maybe I don't know enough football.
So he's a victim of versatility.
Yes, and Jera is saying Wokabi once said Pogba was a water carrier. Yeah. He was a water. In essence, he was a water carrier, and water carriers are very important. You know, when I say water carrier, everyone goes like, hey. No. Water carriers are very important. When you have time, read about who are water carriers in Tour de France. Then you'll know where that nickname of water. Do you know who that water carrier came from? Where Eric Cantona, when he was kicked out of the French national team. So he said he's being kicked out because of water carrier. Water carrier was Didier Deschamps. Yannick will have the last word. He says, Wokabi, you are sounding like Graham Souness, who never got fascinated with all this. Yes, never, ever. When we come back, we talk real football. Imani, you may chosha.